Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. But before I get started, yesterday I made a video and I said that XRP can give you FU money. And what I meant by that is it can retire you. That's how big this cryptocurrency actually is. You know, for the past 2 years, I've been making connection after connection for Ripple that's going to lead to XRP moving value all around the world. And it's at a massive scale. Trillions of dollars are going to flow through XRP. And the reason I called it what I called it is because you're going to have the ability to do whatever the hell you want, anytime you want. You want to take a spontaneous trip from here to, say, I don't know, the UK, Australia, Africa. You want to go check out a safari, doesn't matter. You're going to have the money to do it. And that's what XRP provides. And that's what I meant in that video. We're looking at XRP on the one-day chart, sitting here at 49 cents. You know, it's hard to even picture XRP hitting high prices, but we all know it's coming, and it's coming sooner than you think. You know, everything is positioned perfectly for this cryptocurrency to skyrocket. I'm talking about ISO coming together. Everything's being talked about for gold-backed digital currencies now. XRP is going to move that value. Tokenization is starting to really amp up. XRP moving that value. Everything is going to flow through XRP and a handful of other cryptocurrencies. This comes from Digital Perspectives. Beware of the anti-XRP army. They are in our government. They are in our X community. They are in our court system. Why, they're even in our regulatory system. The trolls are everywhere. Be vigilant, XRP army. We will win. Let me tell you something. This space has changed a lot over the last couple of years. And a lot of the people that are supposed to be helping you get to the finish line are now working against you, creating FUD, creating uncertainty, and creating doubt in XRP at the same time. A lot of them are just pissed off because Ripple won't fund the projects that are funding them. And how you know who they are is anybody that says there's not enough growth on the XRP ledger, Ripple's not supporting certain projects. Those people are pissed off because Ripple is not supporting the same projects that are supporting them. That's how you see it. And that's what's going on. You know, there's a lot of growth on the XRP ledger. I pointed it out multiple times. And, you know, they're doing it without the help of Ripple, without the financial backing of Ripple. If you look at the projects that are coming to the XRP ledger, they're geared towards tokenization, moving money, making growth on the XRP ledger even easier. You really got to pay attention and read between the lines on a lot of what people are saying today. I see it all over X on a daily basis. You know, I want to see you succeed in life. That's what this is about for me. I want to walk with you past the finish line. I want to get rich with all of you. I want to celebrate with all of you. You know, I'm excited about what's coming for XRP. And that's why I'm always telling you to take a look at the much bigger picture. Because what's coming is absolutely massive. This comes from Brad Garlinghouse. As many have noticed, and some have already pointed out, there have been numerous misleading and some factual inaccurate headlines describing this decision made by a California judge yesterday in the class action lawsuit about XRP. I am happy to see some correcting them. I wish I could link them all here. To be absolutely clear, this is a big win. All class action claims in the suit were dismissed, and absolutely nothing in the decision negates or changes the fact that XRP is, and of itself, not a security, per the New York court decision. The California ruling dismissed all allegations that Ripple had somehow violated federal securities law by selling XRP. As for the single state law claim that will now be scheduled for trial, the sole plaintiff didn't buy XRP directly from Ripple and can't say if he even heard the statement before he traded and only owned a couple hundred XRP. This was a clear example of the trolls that unsuccessfully tried to take advantage of the U.S. legal system and distort statements to seek hundreds of millions in class action settlements. And lastly, regarding any misleading statements, I stand by what I said and am looking forward to shedding light on that during the trial. That comes directly from Brad Garlinghouse. XRP is not a security. And, going forward, XRP is still not going to be a security. Now, a lot of you said to me, in previous videos, what happened in 2018? Well, back in 2018, Ripple was working with that administration in the White House. Remember that executive order that Trump signed? And Ripple was meeting with Trump back then. I think Ripple was putting us on the path here in the United States, on the path of a digital currency back then, a CBDC. Because most of the CBDCs that you're hearing talked about today and getting the announcements on, that all started back in 2017, 2018. But then COVID came and it slowed everything down. The Ripple versus SEC case came, slowed Ripple and XRP down. But now things are starting to accelerate once again. But I wanted to clear it up that that's most likely what Ripple was talking about with Trump back in 2018. But a lot of people will deny that as well. I've been working on Bitcoin successor myself. This is David Schwartz back in 2011. He was already working on something that was going to be better than Bitcoin. And what it was XRP, the same cryptocurrency that we are now investing in today. If this is true, this is big news. German government apparently sold off 200 million in Bitcoin. So they sold off that Bitcoin, and a lot of people are saying it's because of Mika, Tether, and Bitcoin. People are starting to tie Bitcoin and Tether together. And we know Tether cannot meet Mika regulations. But it could have most likely been because of another reason. There's always a lot of speculation going on around Bitcoin and Tether and crypto in general. But then there's this, and this has to do with Tether. David Schwartz weighed in on this. He says, this is how everything works. Bitcoin, banking, loans, everything. You mine a Bitcoin and I buy it for 65K. Where before there was only 65K, now there's 65K and also 65K worth of Bitcoin. Everything is like that. So what is giving Tether the 65K of value to buy the Bitcoin when they just print fiat and they also just print Tether with no cap on supply? David Schwartz once again says it makes no difference whether someone does or doesn't. The newly created Tether is newly created value, and no existing value is destroyed. Same for bank deposits, same for loans, same for Bitcoin mining. Someone still has it. That never goes away. But every new Tether, like every new Bitcoin, is newly created value that adds to all existing value. So the secondary value is literally worthless. It's just value created out of nothing. And that's what's going to bring the fall of Tether. It's just a matter of time. And that's why I've been moving towards USDC. I'm anticipating Ripple's new stablecoin. That is going to be absolutely game-changing. I think it's going to bring a lot of value to XRP as well. But Tether by itself, I think, was also a very successful experiment. Brock Pierce, Tether founder. What do you do after successfully experimenting with something? Answer, create the real thing. Real USD. Words mean things. Take a listen to what he says here.
I started, one of the companies I co-founded is a thing called Tether. And so Tether, the idea was to put the US dollar on the blockchain to give it the same attributes and capabilities as Bitcoin. And the reason for creating that was I saw that eventually central banks and treasury departments would say, oh, technology could be a tool to enhance our jobs, right? A tool that could improve our currency. And so I went around the world talking about this idea, teaching governments around about this idea, educating policymakers, speaking to the public, recognizing that that would likely happen one day. Technology is going to impact everything. Tether by itself, I think, was also a very successful experiment in the sense that there's about $10 trillion a year of transactions being done with it, which means there's demand for such a thing. And so what we have happening now is governments like China and other governments recognize that this idea had merit. They started experimenting with this concept about 3 years ago, and China is on the verge right now of launching a digital yuan. So if you go down to Latin America, if you're in Venezuela right now, the people of Venezuela do not want their local currency. They do not want the bolivar. It's essentially a failed currency. What do they all want? They want US dollars. That's true in places like Argentina and others. Similar in Africa, Southeast Asia. And so right now there's a tremendous amount of demand for dollars for a variety of reasons all over the world. Once there is a digital yuan that is more accessible, I could conceive of a time in the not too distant future where people in all of these places would prefer to have a digital yuan. And I think the US dollar has to stay competitive with foreign currencies. If foreign governments are going to upgrade their currencies and make them digital, I think the US government, I think that we need to be doing something similar with our dollar.
Like I've been saying all along, he just summed it up right there. The rest of the world is going digital. The US has no choice but to have a digital dollar. And, you know, Ripple's new stablecoin can also fill a major gap here, especially once Tether's gone. When something is just an experiment, it means it's not going to be around forever. I even think Bitcoin was an experiment. Beta test coin. It's a test coin. The real coin is XRP. So as we push into the future and stablecoins start popping up, they're going to fill a major gap in the world economy, because you can move them around from country to country as well. They're not stuck, and it's not slow to move. Everybody wants fast, cheap, and secure, and that's what's coming. JP Morgan is the largest employer of blockchain developers in the country. You know what's great? You listen to Jamie Dimon, right? And he's always talking about how he hates Bitcoin and he thinks the government should outlaw Bitcoin. But at the same time, he has blockchain developers on the payroll. They don't hate crypto. They just want to be able to be the first to crypto. They want to be the ones really cashing in on crypto. And that's why I'm always telling you, you're invested now. You need to hold on to your XRP. You don't want to sell it too soon. People like JP Morgan, well, Jamie Dimon, are going to be lined up to buy up your XRP as you're selling it. That time will come. But the one thing that Jamie Dimon is afraid of is Basel III endgame delay, January 2026 FRTB application. The ripple effect, the global treasurer, 6/19/2024. Let's see how many of the big XRP Ripple accounts willing to repost, like, or just copy paste like usual. And I just talked about this the other day. Basel III is coming, and it's going to be a major game changer with the banks. It's going to change the entire banking system. There's no more games going on in the background, no more fraud and manipulation. That's why Jamie Dimon doesn't like the idea of Basel III. But there's no stopping it. This is absolutely coming. And you know, as XRP holders, as all of this gets put into place, we are going to get rich. You're going to get that FU money. It is coming. All you have to do is sit back and do nothing. Just wait for it to happen. And until it does happen, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.